pitching to midfield for the point with the Attleboro High School captains, number 11, Blake Gonzalez, number 21, Keegan Conley, number 44, Freddie Wheaton, number 71, Alvin Harrison.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this presentation of high school football on AACS 15 Sports and the AACS YouTube channel. And hello and welcome to our Milford fans who are tuning in. They're heading out for the opening toss. The Milford captains are number 4, Grant Scudo. Number 13, Evan Cornelius. Yeah, I played against his father in 1975.
Back in the day.
Number 21, Tyler Lane. Number 35, Anthony Romero, who's injured and won't be playing today. And number 55, the outstanding two-way lineman, Alex McCall. And again, I'm having trouble. Mike, normally, we usually pride ourselves. I'm Paul Healy, along with Michael Healy. Our cameramen are James Friedman and Dave Angel. Peter Gray running our graphics. Jim Jones is the engineer in charge. Mike and I normally pride ourselves on, unlike most cable broadcasts, actually mentioning both teams and getting the names out there. But we're going to have a huge problem with Milford as their program they gave us, the font is about a -4, and it is not in numerical order.
And ex-retired A.D. Nick Sikelli would never have put up with this.
Exactly. So I'm
Dennis
sure
Breen coaching back in the day.
Yes, we'll get better as the game goes along identifying the Milford players, but it's going to be tough at first. Milford coming in with a record of 3-0, and they're ranked number 2 in the Hockomock League, according to HockomockSports.com. A 3-0 record. They've scored 121 points in 3 games. They beat Milford 49-28, Wellesley 44-7, and Natick 28-27. Mike, in that opening victory over Foxborough, where they scored 49 points, Isaiah Pantalone was the Hockomock Sports Player of the Week in his varsity debut. He touched the ball 6 times for a total of 368 yards. That's an average of 61.3 yards every time he got his grubby little hands on the ball.
The son of Gail Sayers. No, we saw him play JVs last year. They were so loaded on the varsity. He was dynamite.
Yep.
He wasn't the only kid who was dynamite. They had a great JV team.
Yep.
And they're all getting the chance this year, and they look like they're pretty good.
Absolutely. Attleboro comes in with a record of 1-1. They had a 10-7 victory over Durfee to open the season, and then a tough 34-0 loss to an outstanding Bishop Viabtine in their second week. Their third game against New Bedford was postponed due to COVID hitting New Bedford. Attleboro is missing 3 starters from the starting lineup. Captain Freddie Wheaton, a tight end and linebacker. Ryan Betts, a fullback and linebacker, is out on concussion protocol. And Anthony Salviati will be out at least one more week with a right hip injury. Anthony doesn't do much for the team. He's a slot receiver, right cornerback, place kicker, and punter.
Aside from that, he hasn't done much. What really hurts on that, all kidding aside, you lose 3 skilled players who love to hit, and they're experienced, and they're playing both ways. It's awfully hard to overcome that in high school.
Arujo, a dynamite kicker for Milford, will kick off right to left.
Short one.
This will be fielded at his own 19-yard line, coming up the middle and hit at about the 35, taken down by a host of 30-yard line. Thank you, by a host of Milford tacklers. In there was number 49, who I can't find on the program.
Well, that was number 21 who caught that kickoff and returned it back 11 yards to the 30-yard line.
Keegan Conley.
Keegan Conley, yep.
So Attleboro will start 1st and 10, their own 30-yard line. NFHS rules 4 12-minute quarters, 3 timeouts a half. This should be a dynamite football game.
First start for Matt Harvey, sophomore quarterback. Big surprise.
Started for the JVs as a freshman, started 2 JV games this year. They're tank formation, and they're throwing out of it a play-action pass.
Wide open.
Oh, and he just misses number 6, Hayden Hegarty. Yes, Matt Harvey, the sophomore at quarterback, also the long snapper on field goal attempts. Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
And that was just, it was about 6 feet too long. He was running out of the right wing. They came out in the power eye to the left. They faked inside. Quarterback threw the ball down the right boundary on a flag pattern, and it was just over the outstretched hands of the receiver.
Nathan Vero comes in that tank formation at right tackle. Now they're with their normal offense, the offensive line left to right, the great Chris Leonardo. Big Pereira at left guard. The center is Miranda. Straminski, the right guard. Harrison, the right tackle. This give to number 18, Logan Briggs, running to the left. He's up from the JVs as well. He's going to be taken down for a gain of 2 yards. I think Lane was in on that tackle, along with number 13, defensive end Cornelius, who's also the quarterback.
Give him a gain of 3 on that or 4?
It's going to be 3 yards. Oh, well,
give him 4.
All right.
First start in varsity. Come on.
Yes. So a new running back with his first varsity start, number 18, Logan Briggs. And the quarterback is Matt Harvey. It'll be 3rd and a long 6. 2 running backs on either side of Harvey, a formation we haven't seen much. Huge splits in the offensive line between the right guard and tackle. Harvey heavily pressured, has his helmet ripped off as he's taken down by the opposite quarterback, Evan Cornelius.
And that'll be a 15-yard penalty, act of God, because that was only about a 20-yard loss.
Wow.
And Matt, once again, when you're a sophomore, you've never played against this kind of speed before
exactly
start.
Right.
He gave him a little shake, thought he was going to break outside him, and he was thrown to the ground like a rag doll. But Cornelius, for whatever reason, got a little over excited and grabbed the back of his helmet, and it's a 15-yard penalty. Is that an automatic first down on a helmet?
I don't believe it is. So it's going to be 3rd down and still 3rd down and 6.
Yep.
And Cornelia, his father, a great player at Milford. He was the defensive end we feared in 1975. Howie Long was the other guy. Howie Long went to Villanova, reached puberty or something, had a great college career, and then NFL Hall of Fame career. Cornelius went to University of Maryland, where his head coach Dick Corbin played, right?
That's right. That's exactly what happened there.
Harvey is back to pass, looking left.
Plenty of time.
Receivers covered, has to roll right. Great block by Chris Leonardo, the left tackle. Harvey escapes, gets to the sideline. First down, out of bounds at the Milford bench. Got around big Montero, number 74 for Milford.
That was great presence of mind by Matt Harvey. They were playing a 7-man zone. They only sent 4 men. Went straight back, looked right, slid to his left, cocked his arm, then he broke outside the left and ran down the boundary for a 7-yard gain and the big first down.
He's at the 41-yard line for a 1st and 10. We'll give him 7 yards on that scramble. No score, 10:30 to go, first quarter. Have to remember to keep giving the score for our radio audience. Crossbuck in the backfield. That's Caden Murphy for the left halfback running right behind the pulling Strominski. He gets to the 46-yard line.
Was that Caden Murray?
32.
Yeah, I thought you said Caden Murphy.
Sorry.
We've only been watching you, Caden, for 2 years.
Yeah.
We'll get better. Gain of 4.5.
Yeah. We'll call it 2nd and 5.5, 6 yards to go. Ball is at just outside their own 45-yard line. Another different formation. Murray on a crossbuck right, hit in the backfield. The ball is loose. Attleboro recovers. Tremendous hit by Milford's number 55. I know he's the center on offense. That's left tackle. That's Alex McCall.
I was watching him pregame. He's an athletic-looking 6'3", 245. That's a loss of about 9.
Wow. And again, apologies to Milford fans. The program with a print this small and not in numerical order, very, very tough for us. Maybe it's punishment for the game in 2019. If you know that story, you know it. If not, we'll move on.
Here we go. Let's just move on, period.
Yep. 3rd and 15.
Tight bunch.
Yep. Harvey back to pass. The sophomore looks, going deep. Oh, just overthrows number 18, Logan Briggs, as he tracks it down. It'll be 4th and 15. Attleboro at their own 36.
That's called a wheel pattern. They had a flood pattern. Both the 2 wideouts on the right side ran posts, and Briggs came out of the backfield, headed for the boundary, and ran down the boundary, wheeled up there.
Yep.
And it was a good right idea, just overthrown.
So I think Matt, in his first varsity start, a little amped up. And his 2 throws, both times receivers open, both just barely overthrown. Back to punt now because Salviati is injured, one of the largest punters you'll ever see. Kerwensley LaRock, 6 foot, 285.
Good snap. By the quarterback, by the way.
End over end kick.
Oh, my goodness.
Ooh, takes a sideways hop, and Milford will take over at their own 38-yard line. 1st and 10, 8:57 to go, first quarter, no score.
We don't know who's on the clock, but we're having an awful time on the clock. We look over to see, and it must be some sort of a malfunction because it's not showing the down distance of where the ball is.
Yeah.
I think that was a 29-yard punt. I'm just guessing.
Yep. So Milford at their own 38, 1st and 10. And here we see their dynamic offense, 121 points in 3 ball games. Their offensive line, left to right, the left tackle, McCall, 6'3", 245. Carter's the left guard, 5'10", 240. Lee is the center, also long snapper, 5'9", 220. The right guard's Montero, 6'5", 300. The right tackle, Porter, 6'3", 240. They give to Scudo running to the right, cuts back to the left, being chased by Harrison. Knocked out of bounds. Finally, the big hit by number 22, Ethan Lako, but a huge run for number 4, Grant Scudo.
It's just a 37-yard run. It's a very simple read play. The backside end came deep. The backside 4-4 linebacker took off, and he just stuck his right foot in the ground, came back to the left, and there was nobody there, and he picked up 37 yards on a first down.
Wide left is number 5, Pantalone. Again, 368 yards on 6 touches against Foxborough in his first varsity start. There's that slant over the middle to the right slot. Caught by number 22, Schuler. Breaks a tackle into the end zone. Touchdown.
Boy, they made that look easy, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
31-yard touchdown pass. They had a double slant from the right side. He hit the inside man on the slant. Perfectly thrown ball.
Yep.
I mean, Olsen threw the ball beautifully last year, and this kid looks like a very deserving replacement. 31-yard touchdown on the first pass of the game from Cornelius to whom? Number
22, and I hand wrote the numbers.
That's Tyler Lane, the middle linebacker.
No, he's 21.
Oh, he's 21.
22 is Schuler, I believe.
Okay, you're probably
there
right.
It is. It's not highlighted. Nick Schuler, number 22, a little more than halfway down the program. Sorry, Mike.
Thank you very much.
And what did Arujo do on the PAT?
Well,
I wasn't looking.
The scoreboard isn't working yet, so we don't know what's going on.
Was that PAT good? Was the PAT good?
We're having a tough start here tonight, folks. The scoreboard isn't working. We do know there's 8:34 left in the game.
All right, we were trying so hard to find number 22, Nick Schuler.
Yes.
Unbelievable. Memo to the Milford AD, I'm sure you're great at your job, but my God, how can you have a program that's not in numerical order?
Not only not in numerical order, Alfonso's small, people our age can't read it, but it is 7-0 with 8:34 to go, and that's a good deep kick.
Arujo goes through the hands of Briggs, picks it up at his own 5, breaks the tackle, he's into the open across the 20, and Arujo, the kicker, slows him down, taken down from behind at his own 34-yard line. In on the tackle as well, number 33, Vio. Nice return.
Really nice return. He tried to catch it like a center fielder over his head on about the 12.
Yep.
It went through his hands, but it took a nice bounce straight up into his hands, came back, and as so often happens, he broke the first line, and if it wasn't for the kicker, he had a 29-yard return. He would have gone all the way.
And in terms of the kicker, don't think of Garo Yepremian or Adam Vinatieri. He also plays linebacker.
Here we go.
So he went from his own 5 to his own 35, where it's 1st and 10 for the Bombardiers. Shotgun formation, twins both ways. Left side's the wide side. Murphy steps up, nice block. But coming in from the left is number 4, Grant Scudo, with a sack.
And that was, they came out with a 4-man line. You saw both outside linebackers cheating up. Direct snap, left outside linebacker. There was nobody to account for him. Man-to-man coverage downfield and a loss of 5 yards on the sack.
And an official's timeout for some reason. So Harvey takes that for -5. Talking to Coach Dale Olson briefly before the game, he indicated how much he respects Attleboro's big, strong offensive line. And I think we're seeing now, Mike, they're attacking him from the wings.
Oh, that's exactly what they're going to do. The team's strength is the offensive and defensive lines, and they've lost 3 of their best skill kids.
Yeah.
And the Olsons know what they're doing, Coach, and they're really good.
Won a couple of Super Bowls at least at Millis. We covered one for the NFHS, their Super Bowl win over Maynard years ago.
Tossed
right to Caden Murray. Nice blocking on the right side of that line by Harrison as Straminsky moves from his own 30-yard line to his own 36.
Tackle made by number 42.
That's Landry. It'll be third down, 9 yards to go. 7-0 Milford. So 6 yards on the run for Caden Murray. Number 19 playing one of the split ends, Aiden Ramirez. He had that great catch in the JV game, the victory over Franklin on the last play of the game last year.
That was a nice play, just a nice quick pitch to the right. Line got out in front of him and picked up 6 hard-earned yards.
Yep.
Ball's on the right hash.
2 wide receivers to the right. That's the short side in the slot, or actually a tight end is big Christian Dane. Crossbuck in the backfield. Fake. Harvey's back to pass. Play action. Wanted to throw a post corner pattern, but it was covered. Great job by the Milford defensive back, number 12.
Here comes the flag.
Archibald.
He didn't have time. The guy running the waggle of the crossing pattern, Christian Dane, was wide open.
Yep.
But once again, Harvey looked up to throw. Cornelius was in his face. Took off to the right, made something out of nothing.
Yep.
He almost got the first down. He might have got the first down.
Well, he went from his own 37 to his own 42. Or
okay,
36 to the 42,
yeah,
excuse me.
6-yard gain, but they was, and there's a, oh my goodness, well,
And
this
that's
is
a
coming back.
flag against the Bombardiers.
Where they're going to march it up with? There's this technicality called the spot, where the spot it gets marked off from, and even though the balls, he threw the flag at the 37-yard line, the white hat still hasn't made a motion about what the call is. It's obviously on Attleboro.
7-0 Milford.
All right.
6:44 to go first quarter, and they're marking it off
From the original line of
scrimmage.
scrimmage.
So it must have been a hold on the line of scrimmage. So take away the 6-yard run.
It's a 15-yard penalty, Paul. It can't be a hold. Jeepers creepers, another personal foul.
Is a crackback block or a chop block a personal foul?
I'm not sure, Paul.
So
they keep fooling with the rules, and
so it's
I don't even know anymore. But that makes it a third
and 24.
It's got to be 2nd and 24.
Second and 20. No, it's third down. Third down, Mike. That was third down.
That was third down?
Yep.
My goodness.
So they're already back, we'll call it the 21. Third down, 24 yards to go. Murray, the running back to the left of the sophomore Harvey. Bunch formation to the left, that's the wide side. Harvey looking that way, scrambling right. Gets to the sideline, goes out of bounds under the pressure of number 32, Forrest.
He picked up 9 yards, but it's going to be 4th and 16.
Yeah, out of bounds at his own 29.
They're just rushing forward, except for that first down play where they had the sack.
Yeah.
And they were playing zone there, but who's ever in the short left zone vacated that. Matt Harvey saw that. There was nothing downfield for him to throw to. And he picked up almost 9 yards, and now the punt comes.
4th and 16, the
Good
punt from LaRock, a spiral this time, but it hits at the 45, gets a huge Attleboro bounce, still rolling on this Techno-Turf field, down at the 27-yard line, and Mike.
So that turns out to be a 44-yard punt, and bounced 15.
Yep. And again, from calling soccer games here as well, there is no bouncier field in the Hockomock League than Tozer Cassidy Field.
Well, I didn't know that, but we'll take every break we can get.
As we'll try to get our stats straight here. 7-0 Milford with 5:48 to go in the first quarter on AACS 15 Sports.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. I wonder if number 22 is Isaiah Pantalone. He was number 5 last season. Yeah. What year do they list him at? The junior, so they have his year right in the program.
Ran off right tackle that time. Good job inside with the Attleboro defense. Gain of about 4.
Leonardo in there in the tackle, along with Pereira.
Number 21 running that time.
Keegan Conley, one of their captains from the outside linebacker spot. It'll be 3rd and 7.
We assume Tyler Lane is number 21. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody from Milford, you can always shoot Paul a text.
I'll give you my cell phone number after this play.
Trips to the left, split right.
Back to pass. Cornelius looks left, now rolls right, throws into the flat. Receiver is wide open for the catch and the first down. Out of bounds at their own 40-yard line. A new set of downs. Murray on the tackle.
And that's also Lane on the catch, and he picked up 8 yards on that play.
Yep. So Lane,
Cornelius
number
looks
21.
awfully good at quarterback.
Yes, he does. So it's 1st and 10. Their own 40-yard line. Milford leads 7-0, 5:02 to go. First quarter.
Attleboro has a very big, strong defensive front 4, but they're not mobile in the way you have to be.
There's Pantalone, number 5.
Great
makes
tackle.
the catch. Tackle.
Is that Briggs, number 18?
Is that 18 or 19?
I can't tell yet.
19, Ramirez with the tackle. That's no gain for Pantalone.
That was a great tackle.
Yep.
Just a little flare out to the left, trying to run a screen for him. Swooped inside. Took him down with a really good sure tackle. You don't see much these days.
2nd and 10.
Left hash mark.
Yep. Cornelius gives to Scudo running to the right. Can't get to the edge. Play is stretched out. He's taken down inbounds for a gain of maybe 1. Number 40 on the hit for the Bombardiers, William Brewer, a tight end, a weak side linebacker.
Well, that was a really nice play.
Yep.
Who's number 6? Was that 6 is the split end?
Hayden Hegarty.
Yeah,
He's a strong side linebacker.
Okay. It was somebody with a single digit came from inside out and made a beautiful tackle on that 1-yard gain.
Yep. So they're at their own 39-yard line. And it's 3rd down and 9.
At least the clock is working. Nothing else working on the scoreboard.
Pantalone throws a gorgeous pass down the right, knocked away at the last second by Ethan Lako, just before it can fall into the hands of number 22, who we believe is Schuler, Nate Schuler.
He's 6'1", 170. He looks 6'1", 170. I don't know if he's in bounds or out. We went up for that ball, but it was beautifully defended by Lako. And the ball was once again right on the money.
Yeah.
Might have been out of bounds.
Gorgeous thrown ball. 4th and 9 from their own 39, punting situation. Arujo back to punt. The long snapper is the regular center, Lee. Nice snap. Plenty of time. Arujo, a high kick, calling for a fair catch as Lako makes the catch at his own 27-yard line. So Milford started at the 27 with 6 minutes to go in the quarter. Now Attleboro starts at their own 27 with 3:29 to go in the quarter.
And that's a 34-yard punt. Nice punt, fair catch, no return. And is that pronounced Araujo or Araujo?
I thought Coach Olson said Arujo before the game, but
all right, we're giving him Araujo, Nicholas Araujo.
if that is wrong, blame me, not Coach Olson.
Well, there's the A-U-J-O.
Yeah.
And my Spanish, I mean, I get D's. My kids were all great in Spanish, not me.
2 backs on either side of the shotgun quarterback, Harvey. Twins to the right, that's the wide side. They give to Murray, the left halfback, running right. It's going to gain a yard or 2, maybe.
You know, both teams have big fronts. When I used to coach, when I saw big fronts that are playing 4-man lines, I'm rolling out and bootlegging all day long and making them chase. Now, the left defensive end for Milford, number 42, and of course I don't know his name. I think it's Eric Landry.
Yeah.
And he's 5'9", 190. He's already made a couple of real nice plays, but the other 3 guys up front are really big dudes.
That's 58 is in there. Oops, I missed him when I tried to rewrite the program in numerical order. Don't have that number.
Timeout, Attleboro. First timeout of the half. 2:51 here to go in the first. 7-zip Milford.
We'll be back on AACS 15 Sports.
W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873.
Welcome back to Tozer Cassidy Field. 7-0 Milford with 2:51 to go in the first quarter. Attleboro has it 2nd and 9. And they're at their own 28-yard line. Harvey, the shotgun quarterback. Murray behind him. Twins both
formation.
Yep, twins both ways. Right side's the wide side.
Screen.
Middle screen. Hit in the backfield and taken down by big number 63. Denegris on the stop. It'll be 3rd down, 8 yards to go, so a 1-yard gain.
That was a screen to Murray, correct?
Yep.
And it was a middle screen. 3 of the linemen attacked. One of the linemen, whether he was coached or not, just held his ground, and he made the big play.
Yep.
So that would have been a real nice gain if they fooled him, but they did not.
That's John Denegris starting at defensive tackle, a 6-foot, 280-pound senior. So on 3rd and 8, trips to the right for the Bombardiers. That's the wide side. Empty backfield except for the quarterback, Harvey. Big splits between the right guard and the center and the right guard, Straminski.
3-man rush.
Harvey throws over the middle. Pass is caught by Ramirez. Tries to fight for the first down. He's not going to get there. He makes it out to the 36-yard line. Taken down by 3 Milford tacklers. Lane was in there. Also number 56, who again we don't have here.
Yeah, I was going to say, where's 56 in here?
Yeah. I can't find him anywhere. I tried to write all the numbers numerically on the right side of the program, and I don't have them there either.
No, there's no 56 in the program.
So it's going to be 4th and 1 for the Bombardiers. So a 7-yard gain on the pass from the sophomore Harvey to the junior Ramirez.
I think Mike Strachan, the Attleboro coach, has asked for a measurement. It's not close to a first down.
Yeah.
It's not like the old days where you had the janitors going out there with the lime, and you know, if it's after lunch, you never knew what you were going to get. Now it's all done by lasers, so it's a good yard short.
Oh, it's saying less than a yard, actually.
Yeah, it's actually 1.5 feet.
Wow. So it'll be 4th and less than 1 for the Bombardiers. Ball's at just about their own 37. Big play here. Harvey counting the numbers in the huddle on this 4th and short play. Coming over the ball is 5'10", 270-pound Miranda, the center. Flanked by Pereira on the left, Straminski on the right. Tank formation, Harrison, the fullback.
Geez, I hope it's a sneak on touch.
Followed by Keegan Conley, followed by Murray, and they're looking towards the sideline, perhaps trying to draw Milford off sides.
Apparently so.
Harvey is yet to get under center. And they're just trying to go with a hard count and pull Milford off.
What is going on here? It's got to be too much time.
And there's the flag for delay of game.
Jeepers creepers.
So the ball will move back. The ball will move back from the 37 to the 32, and it'll be 4th and 5.5, 6 in a punting situation. LaRock back to punt for the 3rd time.
Twin safeties.
I imagine one of those is number 5, Isaiah Pantalone. High snap, LaRock takes it, end over end kick is high. Nice catch.
Jeepers.
And getting to the right edge, that's number 9 for the Scarlet Hawks. And they don't have that number either.
And boy, the right gunner for,
wow.
This is awful with the program. We really do apologize. Anyway, it was number 9. He caught it on the run going to the boundary, and the right gunner for Attleboro never found the ball, and he could have had an easy tackle, and instead he got a 12-yard punt return. And, you know, it's once again, he's another one of the youngsters who's in there after injury, and it's really tough when you, first time you're trying to do something under the lights in a live game situation. I think it was about a 10-yard punt return.
Milford has the ball on the Attleboro 46-yard line. 1st and 10 with a 7-0 lead. Twins both ways. Gives to the back to his left, running right behind the right guard, Montero, and the tackle, Potter, moves out from the 46-yard line to the 43-yard line, gain of 3.
That should be the quarter.
And that will end the first quarter. We'll be back after this at AACS 15 Sports.
Located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day beginning at 8 a.m., L&J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com. Jumpin' Juba will perform.
Welcome back. Second quarter action set to begin. Second down, 7 yards to go for the Scarlet Hawks after the Grant Scudo 3-yard run. He's lined up to the left of quarterback Cornelius. Twins both ways. Right slot goes in motion left. Fake the jet sweep. Cornelius up the middle. Finds a hole all the way to the Attleboro 27, 28-yard line. One-arm tackle by number 32, Caden Murray.
Well, Cornelius, he faked the, that's the read option.
Yep.
Faked to Scudo going to the side. Both guys from the left side of the line pulled. It must have been a preordained play. Went right up the middle, and Cornelius, about 230, picked up at least 14
yards.
14 yards, first down.
Again, the back, Scudo to his left. Gives to Scudo up the middle, blast blocking. Nice job by the Attleboro defensive tackle in there, but Scudo still gained a couple of yards. That's Straminsky and Pereira in there.
3-yard gain.
Yep, he's to the 35. No, 25. Just outside the 25.
Ball's just inside the right hash mark. You know, they send the players right in from the sideline. There's no huddle. Everybody sees what the coaches are calling. They know what's going on. Twins each way.
Wow, he got 4 yards on that, Mike.
Pistol, 3 yards.
Well, the left wide receiver comes in towards the line of scrimmage, makes the catch, bounces off the tackle attempt of Leonardo, and then taken down by a host of Bombardier tacklers. Short gain, it'll be third.
That was number 3.
About 3.
Who caught that ball?
Number 2, I believe.
Is that 2 or 3? Do we have a number 2 on this roster?
No, we have a number 3. I don't see a number 2.
I don't see a number 2, so we're going to give that to number 3, and he picked up 5 yards.
That's Matt Gerard.
All right. He threw that halfback pass for a touchdown in the first game this year they had.
So it's third down, a long 3 for Milford. They give to a big running. That's Lane. Burst through a tackle, still going. And he's going to get inside all the way to the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of about 7 or 8, I think.
From the 22 to the 15.
That's in that pistol formation, which is your quarterback. It's like an eye, only your quarterback's where the football fullback used to be. Gets the snap. Lane went straight up the gut, got hit, drove through it for a 7-yard gain. Real nice run by Lane Lip. Milford is on the move. They look awfully good.
7-0 lead. Inside 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. As the entire team looking towards the sideline to get the call. Twins to the right, that's the wide side. Twins left. Running back is Scudo to the left of Cornelius.
You know, I think Milford has 8 guys starting both ways.
Wow. Attleboro shifts their defensive line to their right. Cornelius throws left. Oh, Evan Lako just missed picking it off, and you can see Mike Strachan jumping up and down. That would have been an 85-yard return for a touchdown. Lako can fly.
And that was that quick hitch pass to the widest receiver. The inside receiver clears him out. Lako was all over it. The receiver was number 9. And by the way, number 9 got his hands on the ball too, which I think helped dislodge it from Lako, who made a brilliant defensive play.
And number 9, we don't have that either, do we?
We must have number 9.
I got a number 8, Legore. I don't have a number 9 on my program. Running to the right. Left, excuse me.
Nice play by Murray coming up, and that was one of those jet sweeps by number 3. So he lost 2 yards on that play.
That's actually number 9 for the right slot who did the jet sweep.
It was?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Boy, I'll tell you. And
that game, it lost, we'll call it a 2 yards, so it's 3rd and 12 from the 17 of the Bombardiers. 7-0 Milford.
Which wins both sides.
Back to pass. Cornelius throws a beautiful. Oh, that's going to be pass interference a little early. As the Milford receiver went up for that ball, took a hit right in the ribs from Spencer Shirk, who made the great goal line tackle against Durfee. But Mike, I thought that was a little early.
I honestly didn't.
Okay.
I just thought the ball, just as it hit to his fingertips, you know, you have a right to play the man, which is very dangerous, but I just thought it was a great shoulder tackle. And of course, that's going to be a 10-yard interference penalty, or is it 15? It's 10
half
yards,
the distance, I believe. It'll be 17 at the 17-yard line. And Mike Strachan just threw off his headset, so he agrees with you, Michael.
I didn't think it was interference. The ball was on the 18-yard line, so it's going to be on the 9.
Actually, it looks like they're placing it closer to the 8. I thought I had the 17 as the original line of scrimmage. They're placing it at about the 8-yard line.
Well, that was a tough call, Paul.
Wow, yeah. And Shirk, number 2, that safety position, a big hitter. You remember his brother, Trainer Shirk.
Yes.
As a guard and a linebacker. Now they're going over to explain to Coach Dale Olson what's going on here. So it's going to be 3rd down.
I think Olson's arguing, once again, they have all these rule changes every year. And I think he's arguing that on certain plays, it's not half the distance to the goal line, like pass interference, which would have put the ball inside the 5. But anyway,
we'll call it the 8, and they're calling it 3rd and 3.
How can that not be an automatic first down?
It's a 10-yard penalty, not automatic. And there's Lane running right behind Potter, and Montero gets to about the 2-yard line. Who's in on that tackle? Murray is in on another tackle defensively, Michael.
I apologize, fans. I haven't checked the rule book, but I coached for many years, and pass interference used to be an automatic first
Well, they're
down.
under NFHS rules now, Mike. So.
Yes, which is...
Yeah. And they're at the 2-yard line, so that's a 6-yard gain for Lane. And it's 1st and goal. Timeout, Attleboro. The score, Milford 7, Attleboro nothing. 8:26 to go here in the second quarter on AACS 15 Sports.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. 1st and goal for the Milford Scarlet Hawks at the 2-yard line of the Bombardiers. This drive started at the 46-yard line with about a minute to go in the first quarter. 8:26 to go in the second. Cornelius fakes to the running back lane right, runs left behind the center Lee of the guard Carter, does not get in. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1. Nice work in there, Pereira, Leonardo.
He didn't get anything.
Wow, you're right, Michael. So 2nd and goal from the 2. And number 40 again.
Back to the pistol formation.
5'10", 210, William Brewer. And right through the middle is Lane. Last time Lane ran that play, he gained 7. This time he goes 2 yards into the end zone for a touchdown and a 13-0 Milford lead.
That's the kind of play there where if they'd already run it once and you're in a 4-man front, you want to pinch your defensive tackles into the A gaps and have your linebackers scrape off into the B gaps, and they didn't do it that way, and the center and the 2 guards came out and just blew everybody out. Well-run play by Milford. 13 zip, 7:48 to go in the second.
Arujo with a beautiful kick. Milford always has great kickers. It is 14-0 in favor of the Scarlet Hawks. That was an 11-play, 54-yard drive. There's 7:48 to go in the second quarter. We'll be right back.
Jumpin' Juba will perform a live concert in the Attleboro Library's Marble Room on Thursday, November 4th from 7 to 8 p.m. Jumpin' Juba is a local blues-inspired trio that plays rearranged R&B classics and original music. They play frequently in the local area and recently performed as part of Attleboro's Summer Concert Series. This program is supported by a grant from the Attleboro Cultural Council, a local agency which is supported by the Massachusetts Cultural Council, a state agency.
Welcome back to Tozer Cassidy Field on a beautiful October 1st evening. Milford with a 14-0 lead, and they'll be kicking off now left to right. Number 21, Keegan Conley, is back deep. Trying to see who he's with. This will be Conley at his own 12-yard line on the left hash mark, runs towards the right, gets a nice block for number 40, Brewer again. Boy, Billy Brewer came to play for the Bombardiers. Out to the 23-yard line where he's tackled. And that special teams hit made by, I believe, number 33, Vio. That's his second special teams tackle.
Third time the Blue Bombardiers have had to start out from deep in their own territory, 23, 30, and 35. Not really deep in their own territory, but whatever the case may be, they need to get something going here.
So an 11-yard return for Keegan, one of their captains. So it's 1st and 10, their own 24. Yep.
Yes.
7:39 to go. Trips to the left. That's the wide side for the quarterback, Harvey. High snap, gives it to Murray. Pops inside, outside. Nice tackle by number 12, Archibald.
Jeez, the
wow.
Split end just completely missed him on that play. And he came up, and otherwise it was blocked beautifully. Who was running that play?
Number 32, Murray. 2-yard gain.
2-yard gain. Boy, that one block they desperately needed because everybody on the line of scrimmage did a great job that time. But it's hard. You got to get, blocking out in the perimeter it's challenging.
That was a hell of a tackle by number 12, Archibald.
Yeah, but once again, it's one of those situations when you're sitting there waiting for a guy because you haven't been touched and you're in the backfield, you don't know where to go. He hit him hard.
He's the cornerback on the right, 5'11", 160. Left slot, Briggs comes in motion right, creating trips that side, runs into the flat, runs to this, throws to the second receiver outside, number 19, Ramirez, and that's knocked away by the unknown number 9. It'll be 3rd down and 8. Wow. Trips to the bunch formation on the left, sort of. That's the short side. One wide receiver all the way out to the right, all alone. Harvey in the shotgun formation. Murray to his right. Harvey looks left, starts to scramble, throws into the flat, passes caught, but might have been out of bounds. Makes the catch.
Did he get the
Hegarty makes the catch. Going to be close to a 1st down. Nice pattern, nice throw.
Here we go.
So Harvey to Hegarty.
4th and very short again, Paul.
Yep. And they're going to be at about their own 34-yard line.
So it's a 6-yard gain?
Yeah. From the 26, no, to the 26 to the 34, that's an 8-yard gain.
Okay.
And they're measuring, yep. So it'll be 4th and short. The ball is marked at just about the 34. 14-0 Milford, 6:13 to go first half. It's going to be 4th and again about a half a yard. Attleboro coaching staff, Mike Strachan, head coach and defensive coordinator, Anthony Peary, the offensive coordinator. 15 years in the Stoughton staff. He's in the North Attleboro Hall of Fame. John Lane handles the special teams. He's coached previously at Boston College High School. Hawkeye William Cummer is on the staff. Tommy Burns coaches the wide receivers and defensive backs.
Were Mike Strachan and Anthony Perry teammates at North Attleboro?
I'm not sure.
It's 4th and inches. They're going to line up. I hope they don't use a hard count here. I hope they just go with a quarterback sneak and Harrison behind him kind of drives them forward.
Tank formation, that big number 62.
It's the same thing again. It's another hard count situation.
Run a play, guys. And they do run a play.
And
Sneak by Harvey. Harrison pushes him from behind.
I think he got it.
From the far side official where he's marking it, he might have it. The near side official looks a little bit farther back. So Harvey on the sneak.
And with a great assist.
Yeah.
From Harrison from behind him.
The center is Miranda. And I'm trying to see the number of that big Milford player who was right over him. That was number 63, the nose guard for Milford. Denegris, and a first down, Bombardiers. 14-0 Milford, 5:50 to go, second quarter, clock moving. And again in that tank formation, big number 57, Nathan Vero, the 6'4", 320-pound senior, comes in at right tackle. 1st and 10, their own 35, Bombardiers heading right to left. Harvey in an empty backfield. Trips to the right is the wide side. 5-man rush. Harvey runs to the right. Gets a great block from Leonardo. Throws. Intercepted by Lane or just knocked down?
He's out of bounds.
Out of bounds. So incomplete. Nice defense by Lane.
Well, once again, you know, Matt's not a tall kid, and he can't see downfield from the pocket. It's a 4-man rush. He broke outside. Leonardo gave him some real help with that. Block, but as you're running towards the boundary, there's just nowhere to throw the ball. Matt is 2 for 7 for 16 yards so far.
Number 42, Landry, also on that defensive line.
Yeah, they have 2 number 64s in the program, too.
Wow. Landry, a defensive end on the left. Defensive end on the right is number 55, McCall, who's also a left tackle on offense. Shotgun formation, left slot comes in motion right. They fake the jet sweep. They give to Murray up the middle. Tries to break through one tackle, dragged down by number 56, it looks like, for Milford.
Caden Murray with a 5-yard gain.
Yep. And 56 is the left defensive tackle, not in the program. 5-yard gain for Murray to be 3rd and a short 5. Unbelievable. Yeah. Just short of the 40. Looking to generate their second first down on this drive.
After Cornelius had that early penalty on the face mask, he hasn't played any defense. They haven't missed him either. Yeah. They just moved the call out to right defensive end.
Harvey back to pass. Just overthrows Christian Dane, or fails to connect with Christian Dane. Before the game, Coach Olson told me they only use Cornelius on defense when the ball is on their side of the 50 in most circumstances.
I see.
So incomplete, 4th and 5 from their own 40. This is a punting situation. 4th of the game for Big LaRock, the 285-pounder. I think Lane might have been back on defense. This kid, number 21, Mike, he's shown us he can run harder and he can play linebacker.
He reminds me of the kid from Bishop Fien we saw who hurt his knee. Another good kick.
Chuck. Fair catch called by Pantalone. And Milford will take over at their own 32-yard line with a 14-0 lead. 4:27 to go, first half. We'll be right back after this on AACS 15 Sports.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545, or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Year of YOD, I just realized his year of graduation.
Yeah. Back to pass, Cornelius. Boy, he throws a beautiful ball deep down the right sidelines. Great pass defense, number 19, Aiden Ramirez, a junior. Great pass, great defense, Mike.
And that was thrown to Pantalone.
Yep.
Really nice play defensively. I thought Pantalone had him beat, and he just gained a little ground and knocked it down beautifully.
As we learned last year in JV football, Ramirez is sneaky fast.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Looking towards the sidelines to get the play. It's going to be two wideouts to the right, two tight wings.
Inside.
Yes. And that's number 32 carrying the ball, going through 2 and 3 tacklers. Hagen Hegarty finally with a big hit. And who's number 32? Is that Forrest?
It's a 6-yard gain. Christian Dane had a really good shot at him in the backfield and just couldn't take him down. Nice gain. 7-yard gain for a 6-yard, well, 7-yard gain we'll give him.
Oh, someone just sent me a roster, but that's last year's roster. I'll give you my phone number in just a second. You can. Cornelius runs right up the middle. Tackle made by Shirk, but that's a huge gain from their own 39.
16-yard gain. Once again, just a straight quarterback up the middle.
Yep. On 3rd and 10.
That's his big, the big first down for Cornelius.
From his own 39 to the Attleboro 45, so that's 16 yards.
16 yards it is.
774-287-6194. We'll give that number again. Gives to the running back on his left.
75, Leonardo makes the first hit. 73 helped out.
That's Straminsky, and that's number 33, Vio, on the carry. He's got a couple special teams tackles. If you grab a pen, my cell phone number is, and it is a flip phone, is there's a flag down, 774-287-6194. That's 774-287-6194. If you're a Milford fan watching and you know who's wearing what number, please feel free to text me and help us out. Penalty goes against the Scarlet Hawks.
Yeah, Leonardo was getting held on that play. He held the no gain, and now you get a 10-yard loss.
Yep. Okay, the good news is someone sent me this year's program. The bad news is, and this is on me, I've got a flip phone. Can't even open up the attachment.
You mean you need something like that?
Yeah, thank you very much for the effort, but I can't. Cornelius with the fake on the second and very, very long. Scrambles right, gets away from one tackle. Huge collision with Alvin Harrison. So he moves from his own 42 to his own 48-yard line, a 6-yard gain by Cornelius.
Boy, once again, Chris Leonardo had a great rush, dove and had him by the ankles. And Cornelius is a big, rugged kid. He's every bit of 6'3". They list him, I think, at 225 pounds.
Yep.
And he escaped. And he and Harrison had a heck of a collision. It's still going to be second and about 17. Or 3rd and 17. So anyway, it's trips to the right. Slot back, split left, running back to the left. 4-man front on defense. Straight drop. Beautifully thrown ball. Intercept, oops. Almost intercepted by Caden Murray. Broken up by the offensive receiver, who's hustling back, who's I think he's another one of the numbers we don't have.
Number 9 is Jaden Agnew, according to Walter Thibodeau.
Okay, that was number 3. And number 3 is Matt Gerard, who they tried to throw to and it was incomplete.
And who was on the pass, D?
Great play by Murray, and also Shirk was over there.
Excellent.
Shirk almost dove and intercepted it. It was so far downfield, I'm glad he didn't intercept it.
4th and 17. Arujo in punting situation. Line of scrimmage, their own 47-yard line, 48. Long punt. And thank you, Walter, for trying to help us out. Nice punt, not fielded. Takes a bit of a Milford bounce, and Attleboro will take over at their own 15-yard line with 1:52 to go in the first half.
That's a good 33-yard punt.
Yep.
No return. The 15-yard line, 150 hit, 2 to go here in the half. Attleboro's going to make something happen because Milford's going to get the opening kickoff in the second half.
Yeah.
So we know who number 9 is?
Yes, number 9 is Jaden Agnew.
Oh, next door neighbor down in Cape Cod is an Agnew.
Ah.
Here we go.
Yeah, that is a more up-to-date program, but I can barely read it on my flip phone. Murray back to pass.
No,
hands off. Caden Murray from the line of scrimmage, which was the 15-yard line, and he has a
27, and that hurt.
Yeah.
Caden Murray went down hard. Is right now he's staying in there.
So from his own 15 to his own 27, 12-yard run for Caden Murray. I think that's just the second or third first down in the half. Third first down in the half. Harvey back to pass. Looks right, pumps, starts to run, throws underneath. Nice catch. Rolling to the ground, that's number 19 for the Bombardiers, Aiden Ramirez. No, that's 18, excuse me, Briggs.
And he gained 5 yards.
Second down, 5 yards to go, 1:13 to go in the first half, clock moving. Harvey back to pass, up the right sideline to Hegarty. Underthrown, works out as a back shoulder throw, and Hegarty makes the catch at the Milford 45.
That's a gain of 25 yards. That's exactly what it turned out to be. And they were using press coverage, so the defender didn't see it. Receiver stopped dead, 25-yard gain, big first down. Attleboro's only got 1 timeout left in the half, but Matt Harvey's doing a nice job in his first start.
Ooh, overthrows, trying to hit Christian Dane.
Boy, Dane really went up for that one too.
Yes, incomplete. On the coverage was number 3, Gerard. So it'll be second down, 10 yards to go from the Milford 45.
And that stops the clock, of course.
So the 32. So that was 18 yards plus 5. So 23 yards on that gain. That pass to Hegarty.
Oh, I thought he was on his 30. Was he on his 32? Okay.
Yeah, because the play before that was a 5-yard gain.
Okay.
Harvey back to pass, trips to the right. That's the wide side. Looks that way. Scrambles to the right. Coming up hard is Lane. Gets rid of the ball under Lane's pressure. Just short, incomplete. Again on the coverage is Gerard, intended receiver. Was once again Christian Dane, 3rd and 10.
And that was a very good throwaway because he was, when you see a defensive back who's faster than the big receiver and they undercut like that, they're going to have the interception. I think Harvey saw that and threw the ball towards Christian, but with no intent of completing it to Christian.
Yep.
Ball still on the left hash mark, 44 seconds, there's plenty of time. Got a timeout left in the half.
14-0 Milford. Miranda out over the ball. He's flanked by the guards Pereira and Straminski. The tackles Harrison and Leonardo. Left slot comes in motion right. That's Briggs. Trips to the right. Harvey looks left. Wants to hit Hegarty down the left. Oh, Hegarty had a step on his man, and the pass is just overthrown on the coverage. Archibald.
Well, it's going to be 4th down. They're going to have to punt it away here. You can't be taking any chances. Down 14 points with 38 seconds to go in the half. Very well executed play. The left slot went in zoom motion to the right, and they threw the ball. Once again, they were pressing coverage on the left split end, and the ball was just a tad overthrown. It was still pretty good coverage.
Yeah. And Mike Strachan deciding what he wants to do. The punt team's not out there. And they let the play clock run down and then call timeout. So we'll take a quick timeout with the score. Milford 14, Attleboro nothing on AACS 15 Sports.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy with big brother Michael Healy. 4th and 10. 38 seconds to go in the half. Attleboro is going for it. The left slot is in motion right. That's Briggs. This time Harvey throws right. Oh, he's hit. That's pass interference.
And once again, that was clear interference.
Oh, my gosh. Christian Dane clearly hit before the ball got there.
Wasn't even close.
My God.
Wasn't even close.
Horrible miscall. Again, not even close. Not even a tough call to make.
No, that's...
You know, again, the favored team, the better team, they always...
It's sports, Paul.
Yep, it is sports.
It's sports. It's not just football.
No, it's not.
It's every way you look.
Unbelievable.
And so often you see that happen, and it was
Yep.
It was a well-thrown ball.
And Christian Dane,
Yeah, and he ran right through. He'd run a curl.
Yep.
And the defensive back literally ran right through his right shoulder.
Yep.
And just knocked him down and inside, and there was no call. And it was
Wow.
Clearly interference.
Well, again, perception plays a big part in decisions we all make in life, in sports and in real life. And
hey, a bad call's a bad call.
yeah, that's
period.
it. Unbelievable. And if they score here, big run up the middle by number 4, and that's Grant Scudo. He's going to have a first down run from his own 45 to the Attleboro 44. Remember, Milford has a great kicker.
It's a 12-yard gain.
Pereira with a tackle for the Bombardiers.
55 yards on 6 carries for Scudo.
Wow.
Of course, his first one was 37.
Yeah.
So he's got 49 yards on 2 carries, and he's got 6 yards on the other 4. And that was the second time out for Milford, right?
Yep, and they're at the plus 43-yard line now. We'll keep it right here. On cameras are James Friedman and Dave Angel. Peter Bray running our graphics. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. And boy, that was a horrible missed call. Wow. It's Dave Angel on the field. James Friedman on top of the press box with the cameras. To take nothing away from this dynamite Milford football team, Michael.
Oh, no, they're a very good team. There's no question about it.
Potter, the right tackle. Montero, the right guard. Lee, the center. Carter, the left guard. McCall, the left tackle, two-way player.
I should have mentioned this earlier. I didn't realize Alvin Harrison's playing inside linebacker.
Oh, that's the Ryan Betts position. Ryan's out with a head injury. Yep. Wow. Back to pass. Taken down in the backfield for a sack, and there's a flag. Sack was made by number 73, Strominski.
And that's an offensive hold.
Boy, does Strominski come on.
Yes, he did. That was a really nice play.
And Strominski and Pereira, the tackle. Strong side end is Leonardo.
Okay, why? Just decline the penalty and let the clock run. You had him for a sack.
Yep. Miranda.
This isn't hard.
Yeah, Miranda, the starting center, he's taken Harrison's spot on the defensive line. Harrison has taken Betts' spot as a linebacker.
Okay, they're going to call it from the spot, which is a minus. It's a 13-yard holding penalty.
Wow, so that's a -3 on the sack.
Yes.
And it'll be 1st and 23 from Milford's own 46. 18 seconds to go in the first half. Milford leads 14-0.
And they're just going to let the clock run out, I guess. They got to get the playoff. This is crazy.
Clock is running. We're at 6 seconds. And they give up the middle to, I believe that's Scudo, Grant Scudo.
56 made the tackle.
That's Miranda.
Miranda, nice tackle. 10-yard gain. That's the half.
And that'll end the half. So, after our first 24 minutes of play, and thank you to those who tried to help send me in pictures of the Milford roster from Max Preps in another location. I'll try to find a way to forward that to Mike's smartphone. But after 24 minutes of play, Milford 14, Attleboro nothing. We'll be back with some first half stats after this on AACS 15 Sports.
That's obviously just done by the parents. There's no coaches.
W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873. L&J Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day, beginning at 8 a.m., L&J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com. As part of Attleboro's NEA Big Read programming, the Attleboro Library will host a Native American Literature panel discussion on October 7th from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. Panelists Dr. Bridget Arrow, Linda Coombs, and Megan Witherall will discuss with moderator Kathy Hickman what constitutes authentic Native American literature and address some of the myths, stereotypes, and historical inaccuracies that persist. They will also recommend exceptional books and reading material for all ages and in a variety of genres. The panel discussion will take place in the library's marble lobby. Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com. Jumpin' Juba will perform a live concert in the Attleboro Library's Marble Room on Thursday, November 4th from 7 to 8 p.m. Jumpin' Juba is a local blues-inspired trio that plays rearranged R&B classics and original music. They play frequently in the local area and recently performed as part of Attleboro's Summer Concert Series. This program is supported by a grant from the Attleboro Cultural Council, a local agency which is supported by the Massachusetts Cultural Council, a state agency. Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com. Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545, or at claudinosautorepair.com.
All right, welcome back to Tozer Cassidy Field. Coach Olson's wife sent us a roster. Walter
All right.
Thibodeau, former Attleboro City Councilman, sent us a roster as well. I was able to send it from my flip phone to Mike's smartphone. He's more with technology.
Yeah, like I'm with technology.
Yeah.
Give
So
me a
number
break.
9 is Jaden Agnew. Number 22 is Damian Carter. So that was Damian Carter who had that brilliant reception for Milford on that first series, the 31-yard touchdown pass. 18 is Aru. Number 24 is St. Hill. Vio is number 25, so it's number 33, Chessie, who made those 2 special teams tackles and also had 1 carry that was called back after a flag. And number 64, we've got 2 listed. It's either Coelho or Wilkerson, so I think we're all set. So thank you very much to the Milford fans and Coach Olson's wife who sent that over. Thank you so much. Mike,
she must be upset with Coach Olson. She didn't put either him or his brother down or any of the coaches down there.
Well, no, in the program you have, all of the coaches are listed at the bottom. You
Where?
can't get there.
Oh.
On the program we have, it just lists head coach Dale Olson. So obviously an honest mistake. Someone for the Milford Athletic Department didn't send the final version of that, because that program you have has a hell of a lot more information than the program that we have here. Honest mistake.
Paul, I just feel that you've got to take this in stride. You can't put them on your Halloween list. You've got to be good about these things. All right.
First half stats.
Milford's got 19 carries for unofficial 123 yards. Grant Scudo's got 7 to 65, a couple of first downs. Tyler Lane's got 5 for 26, including 2 first downs and a 2-yard rumble up the middle. Evan Cornelius has got 5 carries for 34 yards and 2 first downs. Nico Chessie's got 1 run for, 2.
Yep.
And Matt Gerard was thrown for 2-yard loss. And Evan Cornelius, 6 for 8 throwing, 44 yards, 1 first down, 1 brilliant touchdown. And they've also got 1 first down by penalty.
Yep.
So that's, and they got their 14. Caden Murray's got 7 carries for 19 yards. Logan Briggs has 1 carry for 4. Matt Harvey has 4 carries for -6. So Attleboro's only got 17 yards on the ground and a total of 12 carries. And Matt Harvey is 4 for 14 for 46 yards. Had 3 near misses. Boy, they've had a lot of near misses in their first 3 games. Doesn't matter who's throwing it.
Really?
And, and they had that one uncalled pass interference call at the end, which we'd have appreciated.
Yeah.
3 penalties on Attleboro for a total of 29 yards. There was a pass, a personal foul on a scramble. Mm-hmm. And then there was the delay of game, and there was a pass interference. And then there was 2 offensive holding penalties on Milford. And we had a face mask on Milford, so they had 3 for 35. I think it's really been Milford's a good, solid team, and they're very good on the perimeter. They're not as deep as I expected. They have a lot of kids going both ways.
Yeah.
But they're very well coached. They're hitting, they just stopped Attleboro's running game.
Yeah.
Caden Murray's picked up a few carries, and asking a sophomore quarterback in his first start to try to keep up with this offensive juggernaut is a tall task.
Yes, it is. All right, we'll be back after this on AACS 15 Sports.
Are you looking for more opportunity? The Literacy Center is here to help. We have free year-round classes in English, computer literacy, and high school equivalency. With the help of teachers and tutors, you can prepare for your citizenship test, make a resume, get ready for college, or learn how to speak better English. Classes held during the day, evening, or on Saturdays. View our website, theliteracycenter.com, or call 508-226-3603. The Literacy Center, building a better community.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Welcome back to Tozer Cassidy Field on a beautiful early October night. 14-0 Milford at halftime. Attleboro received the opening kickoff, move for their own 30-yard line. Were set back by their own 30-yard line. Advanced as far as their own 45, but then a big sack by number 55. McCall set them back. They were forced to punt. It took Milford 2 plays to go from their own 38-yard line to the end zone. A 37-yard run by Grant Scudo, followed by a 31-yard touchdown pass from the outstanding quarterback Cornelius to number 22, Damian Carter. 2 plays, 68 yards, 62 yards.
That was just, the first play was a great cutback run by Scudo.
Yep.
The front four did a great job defensively. And the second level of Attleboro's defense is, they're struggling.
Yeah.
And it should have been, I thought it was well contained, but Scudo just planted that right foot, cut back, and the next thing you know, he's 37 yards down the field, and I think it was Shirk who made the tackle that knocked him out of bounds.
Number 2,
Yes. And then the pass was just a strike. It was just gorgeous. And all of a sudden you're down 7-0. You go, what?
Yeah. And again, that's Evan Cornelius, a 6'3", 235-pound quarterback and defensive end. And again, his father, Pat Cornelius, was on the great 74 and 75 Milford teams, where he and Howie Long were the bookend defensive ends.
Mark Nero is the star tailback.
Yes, and on a kickoff, Mike, I'm on the wing. I have one job. Don't give up the sideline. Don't give up the sideline. I'm telling myself, don't give up the sideline. Next thing I know, I'm looking up in the 15th row to find my jockstrap as Mark Nero was running up the sideline, and then Pat Cornelius, bang, clipped me in the back, which I thought was an awful call.
It probably was.
Mark Nero was already 10 yards beyond me. I missed the tackle because I missed the tackle, not because of the clip. By Cornelius after the play.
Well, I think their combined record over those 2 years, they were 11-0 in one year and 10-1 in the other.
Yeah.
And, of course, Westboro beat them once.
We were the only one.
The only team to beat them over that 2 year period.
That was my senior year.
But that was the beginning. Yep. That was right at the beginning of Milford's greatness, which really carried on to the end of the 20th century. Yep. And it looks like this is the best team we've seen probably in the last 20 years.
They look fabulous.
The last 2 years.
Anyway, the teams exchanged punts. Attleboro was forced to punt again. Milford went on a long drive. 11 plays, 54 yards, took up about 6.5 minutes on the clock. Big plays in that drive were a 14 yards run by Cornelius on that quarterback counter, for lack of a better term.
It's a great play.
Oh, it is a fabulous play. The drive was finished off on a 2-yard run by number 21, the outstanding two-way player, Taylor Lane. Is it Taylor?
It is Tyler
Lane. PAT was good by Rujo. That made it 14-0, and that's where we stand as getting ready to kick off for the second half. Attleboro will kick off right to left, trailing 14-0, and they need the kicking tee. There's number 29 for Attleboro, Joshua Salguero, who's handling the place-kicking duties due to the injury to Anthony Salviati.
Any updates on when those 3 important players are going to be back?
Freddie Wheaton was supposed to be out for 6 weeks, so he'll be out for at least 2 more. They're hoping Salviati will be back next week. And Ryan Betts, if he clears concussion protocol, should be back next week.
Just never know on that.
So 3 starters next week wouldn't hurt. But again, Milford's winning this game because they're playing the better game. Fields it at his own 15-yard line, straight up the middle. That's number 22, who we now know is Damian Carter. Returns it from his own 15 to his own 38.
23-yard return by Carter, beautifully done. And that was one of those things where it was a low-burning kick.
Yeah.
And he just he fielded it like a shortstop charging a slowly hit grounder. It's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
And he caught it on the short hop, which kind of surprised Attleboro. The ball was now, he's a running back, and there's nobody within 20 yards of me. Made a nice return right up the middle to the 38-yard line.
Milford heading left to right. Cornelius at quarterback, the running back to his left. Trips to the right, that's the wide side. Attleboro shifts their defensive front. Throws left to the sole receiver. Nice catch. That's number 5, Isaiah Pantalone. And if you joined us late against Foxborough in his first varsity start, 368 total yards on 6 touches.
Well, that was just a quick out right there. He made the first man miss for a neat little pickup of 12 yards,
Wow.
56 yards, 5 for 9 for Cornelius, and for another first down for the Scarlet Hawks.
Milford at midfield, heading left to right. They give to the running back. I believe that's Lane. He's the only one wearing pink socks. Drives from the 50 to about the 47-yard line. Leonardo's in there. Harrison, one of the linebacker spots. And number 76, Pereira.
He's doing a good job.
Yes.
3-yard gain for Tyler Lane. That gives him 29 yards approximately on 6 carries.
Boy, Pereira at the beginning of last season, he was just a big guy. This season, he's been a big guy who's a football player
He's a football
on both
player
ways.
now.
Yes.
Their problems aren't in their front 5. You
Right.
know, they're inexperienced and injury-plagued in the perimeter.
Yep.
And that's the problem for the team right now.
They're at the 47 of the Bombardiers. Cornelius back to pass. Another beautiful spiral. Square out pattern. Pantalone makes the catch in front of Ramirez. Another first down for Milford.
Boy, oh boy, you can't write. I mean, that's right out of NFL playbook.
Yeah.
10-yard square out. The ball's in the air before he turns.
Yep.
Defender has no chance, catches it, and steps out of bounds for another first down.
You know, playing against Pat Cornelius, Mike, Evan's dad, he was a hyper kind of player.
Yeah, Evans not.
Evan is just so relaxed and so calm and so poised.
All right, Mrs. Cornelius, congratulations.
Yes. Lane with the pistol formation. This time he runs left. Bursts out of a
outside.
tackle, spins inside. Another first down. Tackle made by Caden Murray again.
And a 12-yard gain, and Attleboro's got to start hitting because Milford has come out, and they've gotten very serious with their hitting right now,
Yeah.
and Attleboro's not responding.
So it'll be 1st and 10. Ball being placed at the Bombardier 29-yard line, I believe. Yep.
Yeah. So it's a 13-yard gain? I had him for 12.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Yep. Trips to the right. That's the wide side.
It's an offset back behind the quarterback.
Throws to the inside slot. Ooh, through the hands of we never got number. Oh, Jaden Agnew, and nearly picked off by Evan Lako. Evans almost had 2nd and 10.
Boy, I'll tell you, he was gone if he had that
Yeah.
one too. A perfectly thrown ball. You have trips out here, and the 2 outside receivers run slant patterns,
Yeah.
which picks off the outside linebacker trying to cover the inside guy. And Lako saw the play coming, and he almost had a big interception.
Again, that same formation. This time, Agnew, the slot comes
Counter.
in motion right, fakes to him. Up the middle is Cornelius.
Great job by the left side of the defensive line.
Yeah.
Once again, Leonardo
And Pereira in there, yep.
Pereira in there.
Harrison came up hard from linebacker, and he's limping a little bit. We hope he's okay. It's going to be 3rd and 8, so a 2-yard gain for Cornelius. And, Mike, we first saw the Olsen brothers coach. Well, did you coach against them years ago?
No, I didn't coach against them because they were probably in high school when I was still coaching.
But we saw them when they were coaching that Dynamite Millis team. Knocked off an undefeated Maynard team to win a Super Bowl.
What was the Espinette kid's first name? The
Brian.
great receiver. Yes, Brian's going to be an All-Yankee Conference player.
Deep into the end zone. What a catch by Pantalone reaching up. He was well covered by Aiden Ramirez, but that was a pinpoint perfect throw by Cornelius, and Pantalone high points it for the touchdown.
What a gorgeous play.
So that was for 27 yards out.
Just a gorgeous play on both sides. He ran the deep post. That was not a slant. That was a deep post, corner post. And the defender was one step behind him.
Yeah.
And it was, I mean, he caught the ball close to 9 feet off the ground, and he did it like a gazelle. Looked like Lynn Swan from the old days.
PAT by Arujo is good, 21-0. For those watching on AACS, you saw it. For those on radio, listening on radio. Later on, go to AACS YouTube channel and look at that play early in the third quarter. 21-0 Milford, 9:17 to go. Perfect pattern, perfect throw, perfect fundamental catch.
And Milford's getting very serious here in the second half, and Attleboro's really got to, they've got to rally.
Yep.
Whether or not they can win this game, I doubt that they can.
Yep.
But you can't let a team push you around, and that was a 62-yard drive, starting with the kickoff return where they ran it right at their gut.
Yep.
And what was it, 7 plays?
7 plays, 62 yards.
So if you include the kickoff return, which he caught on the 15-yard line,
yep,
that was 8 for 85.
Wow.
It's awfully good football.
Arujo will kick off left to right. Conley back deep for the Bombardiers, trying to see who that is on the right. They haven't kicked towards him all day, so Milford knows who it is. Conley again at his own 8-yard line. No, that's not Conley. That's number 9 on the return, Aiden Hawkwater.
Good for Aiden.
Yep, Aiden Hawkwater, the junior. Started twice at quarterback this year. So he goes from his own 8 out to where?
20-yard line, 12-yard return for Aiden Hawkwater. But once again, the great kicking. The average starting position for Attleboro in the game so far is inside the 30-yard line.
Their own 30, their own 35, their own 27, their own 24, their own 15, and now their own 20. 21. Matt Harvey, the sophomore in his first varsity start, trips to the right, gives to the running back. I believe that's Murray from the left, running to the right behind Harrison, the right tackle, Straminski, the right guard. It's going to be a gain of 3 yards, 2nd and 7.
And Murray has to come out of the game.
Had his helmet knocked off.
I don't quite understand that rule. You know, when a running back gets his helmet knocked off, I get it when somebody's taking his helmet off acting like a bozo.
You know, the one number we missed, Mike, going through the program was number 56 for Milford. So we'll have to look that one up because he's on the defensive line and he was in on another tackle. Oh, he's a linebacker, actually, along with Lane.
All right, we'll hold the phone. I told you, there is no 56 in the program.
Okay, 2nd and 7.
There's 264s.
Yeah, but one of them's a freshman.
Yep.
Back to pass, Harvey, heavily rushed, escapes to the right. Throws downfield, sliding, making the catch at the Attleboro 44-yard line. Christian Dane.
So that was a 20-yard gain to Christian Dane. Really big play. Great scramble out to the right by Harvey. Kept his eyes downfield. Threw a low bullet right in front of the Milford bench. Catch on the knees by Christian Dane, his first catch of the night.
21-yard gain, and every time you watch Christian Dane play tight end, Mike, or that inside slot, you say this is the game he's going to pop.
Geez, you know, really, he's a rangy, good athlete, good basketball player. He's got to develop that confidence, that athletic arrogance you need to make those big plays.
I said that to Christian earlier this year. I said, you know what, Christian, you're a better football player than you think you are.
Yes, I agree with you 100%. All right, they're sending in some sort of an audible from the sidelines for Attleboro.
Tight slot on the right, comes in motion left. Goes underneath, and they throw to him, makes the catch. So the right slot came in motion left, ran a pattern back to the right, but it's only going to be a short gain. That's Logan Briggs, the junior, with the catch from Harvey.
And Logan, on that play right there, he gained 0. It's one of those plays where you're coming back across, and the linebackers were about 8 yards down the field, the second level of defense, and he ran too close to the line of scrimmage. You know, sometimes in those crossing patterns, you've got to run right at the linebacker to challenge him. And if he retreats, you keep on going, and if he doesn't retreat, you go behind him.
Harvey runs right, scrambles back, runs left, scrambles back right. Now back to the left. He looks like Fran Tarkington from back in the day. Big hit, I believe, by Scudo.
He's going to be out of breath and out of wind.
That's going to be a gain of 2 yards, although if he had a pedometer on, he ran about 47 yards.
Yes, he did run about 47 yards, and we'll give him a 2-yard gain on that.
3rd and 8 for the Bombardiers, trailing 21-0 at their own 45-yard line.
That tackle was made by number 18, the kicker.
Arujo, a kicker and linebacker. Grant was in there as well, Scudo. Attleboro spreading it out. Where's Dane? Dane in the... Not in right now. Oh, he's wide receiver on the right. Harvey taken down from behind.
Another sack, and that is, I bet it's 56.
That's 56 again, the inside linebacker along with
No, it's 54.
No,
Or is it
that is
55?
56.
Oh, it's
See, there he is.
56, yeah.
56, his number that we don't have.
Okay, that's the second sack.
Yeah.
There's no gain on it, and Attleboro's got to be in punt formation on 4th and 8 here, trailing by 3 scores.
5:31 to go. Third quarter, Leonardo comes in on punt formation again. LaRock handling the punting duties. End over end punt. Fair catch called for, made by Agnew. It'll be Milford ball at their own 29-yard line with a 21-0 lead, 5:10 to go, third quarter.
26-yard punt, so Attleboro's got to force a turnover. Have to do something, really. What's the greatest penetration? Have they been in the Milford side of the field yet?
They've gotten to their own 40, their own 45, the plus 45 late in the first half, and
That's
then the
it.
4 straight incompletions, although on that 4th down pass, the obvious pass interference was missed. So Milford, their own 29. 5:10 to go, third quarter. Cornelius fakes, throws into the left flat. Catch is made out there by Pantalone. That might be a penalty, that high tackle. I guess he didn't get the face mask, but he got the back of the helmet.
It's once again a 6-yard pattern. The inside receiver goes out and blocks on the outside man. The ball's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. Back in the day, that was offensive pass interference.
Yeah.
Today, it's a 7-yard gain.
Yeah.
Very nice play.
You know, you watch Milford enough and you think, one, these kids can play, and two, Coach Olson's and their staff can coach.
No, they know the game. They've always thrown the ball. You know, when you coach at a small town,
Yeah.
you either got to run a great option or you got to be able to throw.
Yeah.
And they know how to do that. They've always been understaffed. They're used to playing everybody both ways.
Yep.
And this, like I said, I think this is the best looking Milford team in quite some time.
Pereira on the tackle, number 32. I have as Forrest with the first down carry. It's 1st and 10 Milford,
What,
their
you
own
got 3 yards
46. Yep,
And zoom motion coming
Actually,
left to
5
right.
yards.
5 yards.
1st and 10. Cornelius steps up quicker than he looks, gets to the edge, chased by Harrison, number 71 in the blue, who's quicker than he looks. You remember against
Yes.
Durfee. Durfee's defensive back intercepted the ball in the flat. Looked like it was going to be a 63-yard interception return. And right tackle Alvin Harrison chased him down from behind.
It's true. It was a great play by Harrison. He's played great football this year.
But that's a 4-yard gain for 32. And it's
That's Cole Forrest, by the way.
Forrest, yep. And it's 2nd and 6. So 5 yards and 4 yards in his last 2 carries. They give it to Forrest again. Right up the middle behind the left tackle McCall, the left guard Carter, and the center Lee.
Gain of 5 that time.
Pereira in there on another tackle. Again, Miranda. And getting up. That's Christian Dane in there as well. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Milford's, I've got him for over 150 yards rushing now. And they've run the ball 25 times. They've thrown the ball 13 times, which is a very good split. 2 to 1's a very good split for high school football.
Boy, Mansfield's playing Franklin tonight. That's a big Hockomock League game. I can't wait to the Milford-Mansfield game.
Yeah, it should be a good one.
Agnew, the slot. No, he fakes it to Agnew. Cornelius up the middle, dives for the first down over the tackle of Straminski, who's helped up by number 66 for Milford Carter.
It's a 5-yard gain.
I like that counter. You fake the jet sweep, quarterback
Yes.
was right at the middle. Does a guard?
Backside linebacker has to stay home.
Yeah.
And, you know, you've got to play. Anytime you're running option football, especially when they're using 4 wideouts, which turns the game into 7-on-7, your inside linebackers, you've each got to have one of the 2 setbacks. And on that play, you know, that's been a problem so far. Right now you have a couple of guys playing inside linebacker, who literally never thought they were ever going to be inside linebackers.
Harrison and Dane.
Because of injuries. And we really miss Harrison at defensive
21-0 Milford. That's a lateral to Pantalone to the left. He breaks the edge, cuts outside. First down, forced out of bounds by Shirk. Also over there, I believe, was number 9 for the Bombardiers, Aiden Hawkwater, playing some defense. Another first down, Milford.
15.
So that goes as a run.
That was a 15-yard gain on that run. His name's Isaiah, right?
Yeah.
Isaiah Pantalone.
From the Attleboro 47 to the Attleboro 33.
Okay, 14 yards, lost my head.
First and 10.
Down. I'll tell you, Milford's just, they're moving very smoothly. It's very similar to what we saw Bishop Fiend do a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Good hard tackle by Straminsky.
Yep.
But still, I think, who's the running back now? Is that still Forrest, or is that?
We'll see when he gets up. Also, number 87 is in. They're using a tight end for the
That
first
was
time
Lane,
this half.
made
Well,
the
Lane was
5-yard
back,
gain.
okay.
Yep, Lane was back in there.
And we're going to have to find number 87 on that new program you sent. They didn't use the tight end at all in the first half. They're using one this half. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, the program, that was Cameron Phillips, who's a 6'1", 200-pound junior in the wrong program. So we didn't get him in the right, so it's Cameron Phillips, 6'1", 200-pound junior. And they give it to
number 4, Scudo.
And I don't think he got
No,
much
he
there.
did not get it.
So it'll be 3rd down and 2. He picked up maybe 2 yards.
57. Vero in for the Bombardiers in the defensive line. Nice play. It'll be 3rd and 3.
They've had 5 backs, including 4 backs, the quarterback, and 2 slots. 7 different people have carried the ball from Milford. Very diversified.
They're at the 26-yard line of Attleboro. This drive started at their own 29-yard line with 5:10 to go in the quarter. There's 46 seconds left.
You see the running back is set back a step behind the quarterback to his left.
9th play of the drive coming up. Pantalone in motion. They fake to Pantalone. Back to pass to the vacated right flat. Wide open is Scudo. Makes the catch. He's inside the 10-yard line to the Attleboro 7. Shirk with another tackle for the Bombardiers along with Lako.
They were on what, the 27?
26-yard line.
So
3rd and 3.
And they're on right now on the 8.
Yep.
So it's an 18-yard play. That's a beautiful play. 18-yard gain. They faked up inside to Scudo. That might be the last play of the quarter.
You talk about clearing out a section of the field and then throwing the receiver into the vacant spot.
Well, the beautiful part about it is they took the guy, Pantalone, who'd been driving him crazy, ran him in motion from right to left.
Yeah.
And then the wide receiver on that side ran a beautiful post pattern. And the tailback, who they'd faked to, now came out. And the linebackers, once again, they're not used to playing there.
Yep.
And went right out to the flat. It was, just a gorgeous play.
Thank our sponsors, Bristol Glass on North Main Street in Attleboro. W.H. Riley and Sons in North Attleboro. They've only been around since 1873. I think you can trust them. Claudino's Auto Body. They put a new brake line in my car a few years ago. Not the one I'm driving now, Mike. The Betting Center on Pleasant Street in Attleboro, and LJ's Car Wash just over the line in Norton. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Milford leads 21-0. It'll be 1st and goal at the Attleboro 8 when we get back on AACS 15 Sports.
L&J Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day, beginning at 8 a.m., L&J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com. Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Welcome back with double ACS 15 Sports. 56 is Keith Lee, Mike, the center and linebacker.
Yes.
We have him as 57 in the program.
I see. Well, that's why we had that wrong, because he's been really good all day long. Chessie is in at tailback now, one of their 4 tailbacks, and he takes it off right guard, drives down to about the 2-yard line, I think, Paul. Were they on the 7?
First and goal at the 8.
That's a 6-yard gain for Chessie.
Wow. So Milford deep in the backfield. Attleboro defensive line held strong in this situation against Durfee. Second and goal to go from the 2.
Chessie again. He's in.
In for the end touchdown. And great work by the offensive front, left to right. McCall, Carter, Lee, Montero, and Potter.
Montero's, the right guard, is listed at 6'5", 300.
Touchdown.
He's certainly a moose.
Yes, touchdown Milford, 27-0 lead. And that is an 11-play, 71-yard drive.
Well, that gives them right now, my unofficial tally is 306 yards total offense on 45 plays, so that's just under 7 yards of play. They haven't had hardly any penalties. That kick, I think, is in Seekonk. Might still be in Attleboro.
Lee, the long snapper. The holder is number 10, Callahan. Arujo with a long PAT. 28-0 Milford. 11:18 to go on double ACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy along with Michael Healy. Dave Angel, our cameraman on the field. James Friedman up top. Peter Bray running our graphics. Jim Jones is the engineer in charge. I got your text, Jim. I regret nothing I said. Absolutely nothing I said. It's the 4th game of the year, for God's sakes, and they gave us the...
Well,
Milford ready to kick off right to left.
5 for 6 in the 3rd quarter throwing for 62 yards.
Yep.
And a touchdown and 3 first downs. And running, they were even better.
Here comes Arujo. Kick deep to the right. Fielded at his own 6. I think that's Hawkwater again. No, it's not. That's number 18. Is that Briggs? Nice hit as he's out to about the 31-yard line. And who gets up from the bottom of that pile? That's number 87 on the special team hit, Phillips, and I believe number 8 was in there as well, Lagore.
I think that kick returner was number 26, Brody McKenna, but I'm not sure. I couldn't see.
I don't think Brody's that fast.
Well, I don't either, but I couldn't see who it was. But how long was the return?
He went from his own 8 to his own 30.
22-yard return. But once again, they haven't been able to get the ball out beyond the 35. They got to 35 once, and every other time's been 30 inside. Very good kick coverage by Milford. Really good football team.
Left, right slot in motion to the left. Gets the jet sweep pitch, trying to get to the corner. Hemmed up and taken down. The final hit was by number 4, Scudo, but I didn't get the number of the Milford player who had contain on that because he did his job. Aiden Ramirez, the ball carrier, gain of 2.
No, that was just, the old-fashioned, it's a speed sweep. They toss him the ball. And so technically it's a pass. I don't write it down as a pass, which fouls me up with these stats. But it's, I'm one of these old school guys, like the original thing of a forward pass in the backfield used to be considered a fumble if it wasn't caught. And you'd see a lot less of that if they were still called fumbles.
Again, right slot in motion left. They fake to him, the counter to Murray. Nice! The left tackle, Leonardo, pulled and threw a great block on number 42, Landry.
Really good job by the inside linebacker, though. He just stepped
That's Lee,
up.
Lee and Lane.
Just turned it into a 3-yard gain. It's only 25 yards now on 9 carries for Caden Murray's. No lack of effort.
3rd and 5, ball at just outside Attleboro's own 35-yard line. 28-0 Milford, 9:46 to go. Harvey awaits the snap from Miranda. Again, the right slot is in motion. Oh, that pass a little behind Christian Dane. Incomplete. Gerard on the coverage there. It'll be 4th and 5 Bombardiers.
And the reason he threw it behind him is they were in his zone. They ran the slot in motion to take the corner linebacker out of there, who's going to take away the slant. Corner linebacker didn't move a muscle. And Harvey had enough sense to realize if I throw it in there to try to hit my receiver, it'll probably be intercepted for a touchdown. And he threw it low and behind him, which was, when you're down 28-0, you still want to keep it close. He's thrown 6 for 17 now for 66 yards. Another good punt.
Wow. Fair catch made by Pantalone at his own 30-yard line.
So that's a 35-yard punt.
Boy, remember LaRock's first couple of punts against Bishop Fian?
Yes.
We were concerned. He's punted very well
Punted
since
very
then.
well. Second one in the row, fair catch.
9:15 to go in the ball game, 28-0 Milford. And they take over just outside their own 30. I guess we'll call it the 31. Outstanding offensive line, McCall, Carter, Lee, Montero, and Potter.
Yeah, he's averaged over 30 yards a punt.
Again, Attleboro shifting that offensive line. Milford running back started on the right of Cornelius, goes back to the left again. That's number 33, Chessie, on the carry. He's going to gain 3 yards at 2nd and 7.
You know, all these kids that are rotating in at offensive backs, they're all starting on defense. And they're doing everything imaginable. They're really only playing about 14 to 15 guys.
Yeah.
But they're playing, all 14 to 15 guys are playing very well.
Vero and Pereira, the defensive tackles. The ends are Straminski and Leonardo.
Oh,
Great
wow.
blocking and a fine run.
Great
Keeping his
run.
feet moving. Again, Chessie with a first down carry moves from his own 34 to his own 49.
Gain. He's now got 5 carries for a touchdown, a first down, and 26 yards.
Ramirez in there in the tackle. Lako was in there. And Chessie, his first couple of carries are not very impressive.
Yeah.
As he's gotten the ball more, he's run harder, he's run better.
Well, if you take their 4 running backs, basically they got what, 36?
Yep.
82. They got 150 yards.
Christian Dane with the A-gap blitz hits Chessie in the backfield. I apologize for complimenting you, sir. I think I cursed you. And that's going to be a loss of about 3 yards. Nice play, Christian Dane.
No, they only going to give them a loss of 1.
Okay, forward progress. That makes sense.
It does. It
2nd
does.
and 11.
But it really was a nice A-gap blitz. You did my job for me.
Sorry,
and I thank
Mike.
you. That's okay. So they got 148 yards between their 3 tailbacks on 22 carries, which is almost 7 yards a crack. Their 2 wide receivers between them have a first down and 12 yards rushing. So, and then, of course, the quarterback himself's got 45 yards on 8 carries.
Yep.
Very diversified attack.
Coming up to 7:20 to go in the game. 2nd and 11. Cornelius looks right, throws left. Pantalone is open in the flat. Jordan Lake, I almost called him his sister's name, Jordan Lako.
You did know almost about it.
Ethan Lako with the tackle. That's going to be a short gain. It'll be
Bigger gain than you thought.
Oh,
8
yeah.
yards.
Well, yes, exactly right. It'll be third and 3.
You know, they're so afraid of that slant in the post he runs, and he's really quick-footed.
Yeah.
I assume he plays basketball. He just looks like a basketball player. No, he's a great-looking athlete, very slender.
Yeah.
And he's just the kind of guy you look at if you're playing against him, you say, he's quicker than me.
Yeah. So 3rd and 3 at the Attleboro 45. Right slot, Agnew
Counter.
comes in motion. Counter to Lane.
Oh!
Escapes the tackle attempt of Miranda in the backfield, but the linebackers come up and stop him for just about no gain.
Miranda's improved so much.
Yes.
They're off. I mean, the line is not an issue for Attleboro. So there was literally no gain on that play.
Wow.
Was that Chessie running again?
I thought that was Lane.
It was Lane in there. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. I didn't see who it was.
Yep. So no gain. So it's 4th and 3.
Well, they're
Milford
gonna go for it.
at the Attleboro 45. Yep.
There's no reason not to go for it. And, they've been averaging 7 yards of play, whether it's throwing or running. All right, what's the holdup? Is there a timeout? Do we have a screw up on the clock? Is that what they're doing?
I'm not sure what's going on.
They're looking at the clock. And now we got a timeout called.
Oh, Milford let the clock run. I see.
I see.
Okay. Milford calls timeout with the score 28-0. Scarlet Hawks over the Bombardiers. We'll be right back on AACS 15 Sports.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Welcome back to AACS. Milford is in punt formation after letting the game clock run down to 6:04 to go before calling a timeout.
Attleboro's got to go for it. They get 2 men deep, though. Going to be returning the punt. Oh, great.
Ooh, coming in, trying to block that is Caden Murray.
Murray, really?
Again,
What a kick.
Murray used to return punts, and starting late last year, he tries to block them now. Ethan Lako calls a fair catch at his own 11-yard line. Fine kick by number 18, Arujo.
33-yard kick, fair catch.
Yep.
All 3 of his punts have been, just the kind of punts that are easy to cover and hard to return.
Yep, and his place kicks have been exceptional as well.
Good football team.
Yep.
Good football team.
Bombardiers, farthest they've reached is the Milford 45, and they're starting now at their own 21.
And Milford's kept it very basic. Outside of that, I'm telling you, there was one corner blitz from each corner.
Yeah.
The second series of downs. They've had 1 A-gap blitz, and other than that, they're just playing 4-3 zone, rotating zone, or some man.
Running to the left, that's number 10 for the Bombardiers, Hunter Strum, a senior. Getting his first, no, it's number 18, excuse me, Logan Briggs.
And he picked
First
up
down.
just once again a pure sweep to the right. Nice block by the tight end on that play. And got it out to the 28-yard line. So how many yards is that did he gain?
Started at his own 21.
No, he started at his own 11, didn't he?
Oh, sorry.
That's a 17-yard gain.
Yep.
It's only a second carry, 21 yards and 2 carries. Trips to the left, heavy formation, zoom motion to the right.
Throws Hegarty. Did he catch that?
He did catch that.
Beautiful.
Nice number 4,
Scudo.
All of these guys that play in the secondary for Milford, whether it's linebacker or secondary,
Yeah.
they're all playing spread on offense.
Yeah.
They know the plays. They understand it well. That was a perfectly executed play for a 2-yard gain. Wow. Who caught that?
6, Hayden Hegarty.
I mean, he didn't want to have to work that hard for 2 yards.
At their own 30-yard line, 2nd and 8. Wide right for the Bombardiers is Ramirez. Another receiver wide left, too far away to see that number. Backs on each side of the quarterback, Harvey. That's crossbuck to Murray and submarining that play. Is that number 60?
No, it's you had number 9 blitzed off the corner there, and he lost 2 yards.
Wow.
Boy, that's it. This Milford team looks very sound.
3rd down, 10 yards to go. Bombardiers clock moving. 3:42 to go. Attleboro back to their own 28.
Just a straight 4-man front. Plenty of time.
Harvey throws to the flat, tipped a little bit high.
I'm not sure he was throwing that to.
Yeah. Getting one hand on it was the Bombardiers' number 18, Logan Briggs, nearly picked off by
I thought he was
Scudo.
throwing a curl to the split end, number 6.
Yeah.
And I think Logan got a hand on it, and it deflected a little bit.
Wow.
And hit off the split ends, on his shoulder. Somebody ran the wrong pattern there.
3:18 to go. 24-0 Milford. End over end punt. Diving catch by number 9, Agnew.
That was a terrific play.
Yes.
It was a 25-yard punt.
So with 3:02 to go, Milford will have the ball back, their own 47-yard line. Bombardiers, number 76 Pereira, number 56 Miranda. Straminski moves from tackle to defensive end, which he was playing tackle earlier this year. And number 58 in at the other defensive end.
Good hard run off right tackle again. That's just base blocking. Nobody's pulling. And the right tackle is number 79 Potter.
Yep.
And the right guard is Montero. They average 6'4", 270.
Christian Dane getting up slowly and limping off an 8-yard gain.
He's hobbling off, Paul. Limping is one thing.
Right, good point. So they're just inside the Attleboro 45-yard line.
I think Chessie feels shortchanged the third Milford tailback because the other two guys each have, one guy has 9 carries, the other guy has 8, he only has 7. They're trying to catch him up here in the last quarter. Here's his 8th.
They give him inside, cuts it outside. Flag is down. Another flag is down. And who made that? That's number 40, Brewer, again coming in for the tackle for the Bombardiers. We'll see what the calls are.
I'd like to see I don't watch the films, but boy, Chris Leonardo gets held quite a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know who got held there.
And
it was definitely a hold.
You can go to AACSYouTubeChannel.com, Mike, and watch the game later tonight or anytime
could that,
you like.
Paul, but I still work full-time during the day, and I have all these obligations.
Yeah.
So they're going to give that holding penalty, and I don't think I think they've taken Chris Leonardo out of the game. He's sitting over here. Yeah, they're subbing some people in.
Yeah, Pereira's out, Leonardo's out.
Yeah. So it's offensive holding. There was no. He's actually lost 2 yards on that play. I feel bad for Nico Chessie. He got his 8th carry, but he went backwards.
So it'll be second down and calling that 13 or 14?
13.
13. So again, Attleboro has King Phillip next week and get some other players some experience.
Nice hit, 56.
Yep.
You know what Chessie's saying right now?
What?
Guys, you can still block for me. I know we got the game won.
Number 61 in, Jack Fitzgerald for the Bombardiers. So that's going to be a gain of 1. 28-0 Milford. We're inside the last minute of play, clock moving. Number 28 out there for the Bombardiers, Alex Suarez.
It's close to 200 yards rushing for Milford, 126 passing. Pretty much, outside of a face mask penalty and 3 offensive holding penalties, the Olsen brothers don't have anything to complain about in this game. I don't know when they're playing Mansfield, but it's really competitive this year. Mansfield isn't quite what it was the last few years, and Franklin is really coming on, and Milford obviously is really coming on, and maybe Taunton.
Theo on the carry. Callahan is in at quarterback, and as soon as the Olsen brothers saw Coach Mike Strachan has started putting some subs in, he did the exact same thing. Callahan comes in at quarterback. He also holds on their field goal and PAT attempts.
He was the JV quarterback last year, wasn't he? Yeah. Hey,
And
it's a good, solid program. Good victory for a well-deserved victory for a good team. Attleboro played really hard, Paul, but they just couldn't get anything going.
Exactly right.
They were just completely stuffed by a very good defense. And the offense speaks for itself. Attleboro's defense played pretty well, but they still gave up 200 yards rushing. And they still gave up 126 yards passing. and 4 first downs passing and two touchdowns. Standout Milford team.
How about passing stats for Evan Cornelius?
Evan Cornelius, I have him 10 for 15 for 126 yards. Once again, the 2 touchdowns and the 4 first downs. And he didn't force a thing all night, not one bad throw.
Wow.
And
for Harvey? In his
Matt
first
was in there in his first start. He was 7 for 19 for 68 yards. Great coverage on defense. Outside of that one interference call that was missed by the refs, you really can't say much about it. He had 3 very close deep balls that just didn't quite connect.
Yep.
First play of the game would have been really something if he hit the open man on that play action
Yes.
pass. But other than that, let's face it, Milford is a top-flight team, and Attleboro is still trying to find its way.
All right, thank you so much for joining us on AACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy along with Michael Healy, our cameramen, Dave Angel and James Friedman. Peter Bray running our graphics, Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. Thank you so much for joining us on AACS 15 Sports.
As part of Attleboro's
They're good
NEA
solids.
Big Read programming, the Attleboro Library will host a